Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am very happy once more to have you in this class, Majalla. May Allah bless you, reward you. We are going to begin today Kitabur Rahna. We already began. That is 706. That is the article 706. Let me find from this book 706. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is 706. Babu Awwal. So, Kitabur Rahn. We are doing Kitabur Rahn. This is Kitab Khamis, fifth Kitab. Muqaddimah we did 701 beginning to 705. We did last week. Now we are beginning from 706. So this is Rukn Rahna, first Babu Awwal, Aqdi Rahna Da'ir. Okay. So this is Babu Awwal. Bab Awwal, first Bab, Aqd Rahn. Rahn contract. Da'ir, about that. So you know Aqd, you know Rahn. 706. There are a few fasls, but I don't fasl awwal. First fasl awwal, first fasl, first subchapter, Rukn Rahn. Rukn of Rahn. Rukn, main elements of the Rahn. So, you know these words. I don't want to go once more in detail. Now, okay. Article 706. Rahin ve murtehinin icab ve kabulü ile rahn munakid olur. Fakat kabd bulunmadıkça tamam ve lazım olmaz. Binaenaleyh rahin kablet teslim rehnden rücu' edebilir. Nice article. So, rahin ve mürtehinin icab ve kabulü ile rehn munakid olur. You know all these words. Rehn, contract, aqd, is established by icab ve kabul between rahin and murtehin. Rahin, rehn giver. Murtehin, getter. Okay? Aqd is established by ijab and qabul. Aqd rahn is aqd of rahn, contract of rahn, pawn, not pledge, collateral. You are leaving something, a stuff, with the person to take out. His credit gave, if not paid on time. This is not pledge. Some translation is pledge. No, this is not that pledge. At least as I understand. This is collateral This is to put something in the control of other side, to someone trustee, something, so that creditor's credit is guaranteed if not paid by murtahin on time. Rahin can go sell that thing, take out his money, like banks are doing here. When they give credit, you collateral. This is what is rahin is pawn perhaps in today's term, in one way or another. Now, aqd is established by ijab and qabul between rahin and murtahin. But fakat qabd bulunmadıkça tamam ve lazım olmaz. But if there is no qabz, does not get completed, does not become binding. Qabz, other side, the person rahin giver. So, murtahin, rahin getter, a person who is getting rahin, creditor, he must do qabd, he must put his hand on it. Unless that thing is not under his control, authority, dominion, that does not become completed, aqd, but not completed yet, and it does not become binding to both sides. Bina'an alayh, based on that, because of that, bina'an alayh, based on this, bina, structuring, bina, alayh, upon. Rahin qabla taslim, rahindan ruju edebilir. Rahin giver can cancel, can withdraw his rahin before taslim, anytime, because it is not completed. Rahin giver can withdraw his consent giving this stuff to murtahin. He can do that. He can withdraw, because still it is not completed. It is not breaking his contract. Yes. (706) English. Okay. The pledge. The book says pledge. No, I don't agree with that pledge, with this term. The pledge becomes a concluded contract by the offer and acceptance of the pledger and pledgee. But until it is received, it is not complete and irrevocable. It is not irrevocable, it is revocable. Therefore, the pledger, before delivery, can go back from the pledging, except the term pledge, pledgee, pledgor. I think nice, acceptable, translation. Okay. Let me erase this part to have a bigger space. Seven oh seven.
Sister Jamila taught me how to do that. She taught me.
It's okay, good. But it is interesting what is happening. Automatically shutting because somebody, this is like somebody leaves, if leaves unturned, unswitched later. If it is technique, that is good one. Otherwise, jinnis are doing. Where are you, jinns? I thought you are my good students. I thought you are in my side, not other side. Okay, 707. We are in first fasl, that is rukn, rukn rahn. Rahnin icab ve kabulü, rahin bu şeyi sana deynim mukabilinde rehn ettim deyip, yahut bu mealde diğer bir söz söyleyip, mürtehindehi kabul ettim ve yahut razı oldum demek gibi, rıdaya delalet eder bir söz söylemektir. Okay, let me continue. Ve rehn, lafzın söylenmesi şart değildir. Mesela biri şu kadar kuruşa bir şey iştira ile bayi'a bir mal verip de parayı verinceye kadar bunu alıkoyduysa ol malı rehn etmiş olur. Good. Okay. I think you know all words because I wrote many times these words. Once more, 707, broken translation. Rahnin icab ve kabulü, rahin bu şeyi sana deynin mukabilinde rehn ettim diyor. Icab and kabul, how icab and kabul can be done? How? What are the practical way of doing? Icab and kabul between rahin and murtahin can be done like this. If rahin giver, bu şeyi sana deynin mukabilinde rehn ettim. If he says, I am giving this to you, O murtahin, as rehn for credit, for loan you gave me. I am giving this stuff as rehn to you, vis-a-vis, for the dain, debt, credit, that I owe you, credit you gave me. For that, if he says, rahin. And, o deyip, yahut, bu mealde diğer bir söz söyleyip, or he says, any other words in this meaning, with this context, like this. Any other words like this? One, I am giving this as a rahn as a pawn, as a pledge, according to the book, to you, because of the death I owe you. Rahn. Murtahin, if Rahin says like that, and Murtahin Dakhi, and also Murtahin, Rahn getter, kabul ettim. If he says, I accept it, kabul. Veyahut razı oldum. Or he says, I give my consent. I am pleased with. Rıda. Razı oldum. Demek gibi. Like this, rıdaya delalet eder bir söz söylemektir. He says, any word like this, which shows his rida, his consent, his please. That is what ijab and qabul is in this context. So the practically, rahin, I am giving this as a rahn to you for stuff, something. Other says, yeah, I am accepting, or I am happy, or any word which shows the consent. This is ijab and qabul. Now, continuing. Ve rahn lafzın söylemesi şart değildir. The word rahn to be said is not conditioned. It is not necessary that the word rahn be mentioned. Like the one who says, I accepted. I accepted the rahn. I accepted you gave me this as a rahn. It is not a stipulation required to use the root word rahn. It is not. Okay? Mesela, an example. Biri şu kadar kuruşa bir şey iştira ile. If someone buys something with such amount of money, paying such amount of money, buying. Somebody is buyer from a seller, something, certain amount of money paying, okay? Bayi'a bir mal verip de, meantime, he, buyer, gives something else to the seller. I am buying this with this much money, and he gives to seller something else, his watch, his iPhone, iPad. Why not? iPad. So we are living in modern world, technology. So if he gives something else to the seller, this is example. Okay. Parayı verinceye kadar bunu alıkoy dese. If he says up to until I pay money to you, because I am buying the things until I pay the money, I need to go and bring cash to you, for example, until I pay the money I promised for this buying to you, you keep this thing in your dominion. If he says like that, olmalı rehn etmiş olur. He did rehn that stuff. So it is not necessary to use the word rehn. Okay? Understood? This is what the book is saying. 707 English. The offer and acceptance of the pledge is by words being spoken which are evidence of agreement, as by the pledger saying, I have made this thing a pledge against my debt to you, or saying other words like this, and by the pledgee saying, I have accepted or I have consented. And there is no condition that there should be spoken the word rahn. I don't think this is a complete translation of the article. Saying, but not good translation. For example, if someone on purchasing something for so many piastres gives the seller property, something, some stuff, and says, keep this until the money is paid, that property is made a pledge. I am not sure this is a perfect translation or terminologically legal translation of this text. I doubt it is. Okay, now fasl thani. Second fasl. Fasl thani. What is the heading? İnqad rehnin şartları. İnqad rehn. İnqad. İnqad rehnin şartları. Requirements for rehn become munaqid, become aqd. Requirements. Shart, conditions, charter. The word chart, Arabic word. Charter, Magna Carta, cart.
How do you say that, the last word, shart?
İnqad rehn şartları.
Şartları.
Shart means condition. Lar means plural in Turkish. I wrote this Turkish part, so shurut, conditions of rahn. Requirements of rahn to be established as a contract, for being established as a contract. A708. Seven oh eight. Okay. 708. Rahin ve mürtehinin akil olması şarttır. Ama balik olması şart değildir. Hatta sabiyi mümeyyiz rehn ve irtihanı caizdir. Hatta sabiyi mümeyyizin rehn ve irtihanı caizdir. Okay. Two words. Sabi. Sabi, child, or infant. Okay? Mumayyiz, sabi. Sabi. Mumayyiz, you know this word. Meyeze, root, temyiz. Meyyeze, muyyize, yumeyyezu, yumeyyezu. Separating, discriminating. Mumeyyiz, meyyize, muyyize, yumeyyizu, yumeyyezu. Mumeyyizun ismul fa'il. Capable to discriminate, to separate. What is that? Tamyiz. Capability of tamyiz. A child growing at the beginning cannot separate between good and bad, between fire and money, and between food and, so later on, she becomes aware, separating harmful things from non-harmful things. That is beginning of responsibility when a big child becomes to that level. Beginning of responsibility, separating. That time becomes Sabi Mumayyiz, a child which is capable to separate, who has capability of tamyiz, separating good and bad, what is for him, for his benefit, what is not for his benefit. A child. Okay, now, going back to the text. Rahin ve mürtehinin akil olması şarttır. Rahin ve mürtehinin akil olması şarttır. It is necessary to be aqil, sane, for rahin and murtahin. Both needs to have sanity, legal description, aql, sanity. It is necessary for rahn. Ama baligh olması şart değildir. But to be at the bulugh age is not necessary. Puberty is not necessary. Hatta even so much so that sabiy mümeyyizin rahn ve irtihanı caizdir. It is jaiz, it is valid, allowed for sabi mumayyiz to do rahn, to accept rahn. Rahn, irtihana, caizdir. Yes. English. (708). It is a condition that the pledger and pledgee be of sound mind. But it is not a condition that they be of age, so that it is permitted for an infant who has discretion, mumayyiz, to be either a pledger or pledgee. Okay. 709. Merhunun satılığa salih bir şey olması şarttır. Binaen aleyh vakti akitte mevcut ve mal-i mutekavvim ve mekduru teslim olması lazımdır. Almost you know all words, but let me write only salih here. Salih. Salih. Fitting. Sulh. Saluha. Islah. Improved. Good. Okay. Now, let me read once more. Merhunun satılığa salih bir şey olması şarttır. Merhun, rehndan think. Think stuff which is given as a rehn. That merhun needs to be fitting to satılığa, to sell. That stuff given as rehn has to be a stuff which is sellable, buyable. Somebody can sell because this is what the guy is going to do. You cannot leave your honor or something like that. Honor, izzah, or my word, I am promising, so I wrote that on a paper, promise. It's not. Or I am leaving just a paper. Sell this paper. Paper is, we can throw into trash. Paper is not good enough. It must be bill. It must be good money, something, okay? Merhunun satılığa salih bir şey olması şarttır. It is required that merhun be eligible to be sold, subject to be sold. Binaenaleyh, based on this, vakti akitta, akid time, when akd is done, rehn akd of rehn, mevcut, there must be existing. Ve mal-i mutakavvim, that must be mal mutakavvim. We discussed this subject. What is mal mutakavvim, what is not mal mutakavvim before. Also, ve maqduru taslim, capable to be delivered. Somebody could be capable to deliver, to give that one to other side. Olması lazımdır. It is necessary because of this stuff, sellability of this stuff is required. Because of that, at time, that stuff must be existing. And must be mal mutakavvim. Not like غير mutakavvim, like pig or something like that, because that is not sellable mal mutakavvim in Islam. Or alcohol, jars of alcohol or something like that. So, maqdurut taslim, and it is one has power to deliver, deliverability. It is necessary. Okay. I think we are moving forward. Okay, let me go to 708 English. It is a condition that the thing pledged be a thing that is good to be sold. Good to be sold. Therefore, it must be existent at the time of the contract, must be mal mutaqawwim, Article 100, reference 127, and must be capable of delivery. Capable of delivery. Okay. Now, tent. Tent. Seven, one, zero. $710. Okay, what is the article? Merhunun mukabili mali madmun olmak şarttır. Binaenaleyh mali mağsub için rehin almak caizdir. Ama emanet olan mal için rehin almak sahih olmaz. Okay. Once more. Merhunun mukabili mali madmun olmak şarttır. Binaenaleyh mali mağsub için rehin almak caizdir. Ama emanet olan mal için rehin almak sahih olmaz. Mali madmun. Mal, property. Madmun, mal, madmun. Madmun. Damine. Guarantee. Insured. Compensate. One can compensate. One can pay for that, substitute for that, pay for that. Damine. Daman. Daman ijtimai, social security, compensation, social insurance, social security. Daman ijtimai, publicly, collective, daman. I mean, just to say daman. Daman is compensate. So, the word madmun. Mali mağsub, confiscated, mağsub, gasp. Mağsub, taken by force, without the consent of the owner. Gasp. Usurped. Confiscation, I mean, state takes your foreclosure for something without your consent. Gasp. But a person comes in your presence, takes something without you resist, but takes something, a robbery, in your face. So you are present. That is gasp. That is ma'sub. So, okay, now, merhunun mukabili, merhun done thing, Muqabili, thing which is for that. Any other things for which rahn is given. Rahn is given for what? For money, for credit, for you took. Okay, for that. Muqabili. Madmun olmak şarttır. It is necessary to be compensatable. It is necessary, whatever rahn you give, this rahn must be for credit, for money, for something, which is, this can be sold and can substitute this one. This credit, whatever you took, must not be impossible to compensate, impossible to pay for, not the subject of pay for. Then what is rahn for? It must not be. So this is what the book is saying. Marhun al-muqabili, the marhun done for that thing against, for madmun, mal madmun olmak şarttır. It is necessary to be mal madmun, a mal which can be insured, can be substituted by paying. Binaen aleyh, because of that, mal-i masub için rahn almak caizdir. It is caiz for the mal which is done gasp. Somebody has gasp mal, another person wants this gasp mal, you can give this to that person, but get for that rahn. Get for that rahn. It is jais. It is jais because this is madmun, madmunable, madmun, compensatable. Ama emanet olan mal için rahn almak caizdir. But it is sahih olmaz. But a mal which is emanet, nobody can get rahn for that emanet stuff and gives that emanet stuff to someone else. No. Emanet is trust. You need to give that back to that person. Emanet, you know the concept of emanet. So, now this is the last article in our session, I believe today, 710. It is a condition that, English, it is a condition that for which the pledge is security be something which gives a right to a claim. I am reading once more. 710. It is a condition that for which the pledge is security, okay? Surety, security, perhaps security, not surety in this term, that is kafalet, surety is kafalet. Be something which gives a right to a claim. Somebody can claim that one. I don't know really how correct. For example, it is permitted to make a pledge for property wrongfully appropriated, gasp, but to make a pledge for property which is an emanet, Article 762, is not good. This is what the book says. So let us conclude here today.